it's Jessie here. I'm back with yet another decluttering video. I apologize for posting two back to back. I really did not want to do that. I wanted to kind of space them out so that this doesn't get kind of boring, but you know, I'm kind of on a roll, so I don't want to lose momentum, so I thought I would just go ahead and do my bronzer and highlighter drawer. As you can see, it's not a very full drawer, especially when you compare it to my blush drawer, which, by the way, if you've missed the previous videos in this decluttering series, I will link the playlist for you. I've done foundations and primers and that sort of thing, as well as blushes already. So this is the third installment. This is bronzers and highlighters, like I said, and I don't have a ton, so this should be relatively quick. I'm going to start out here because there's only one item in here. This is where I keep my cream bronzers, and the only thing I have in here is this e.l.f. All Over Color Stick in, I think it's Toasted. I've never really used this. It's very pretty, but you know, I don't find myself reaching for it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along to someone who can possibly get some better use out of it. Up here, I've got my cream highlighters. The first one is an e.l.f. All Over Color Stick, and this is in Spotlight. This is actually a really beautiful highlighter. I love this, so I'm going to hold on to that. Next up, I have the e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. This is in the color Lilac Petal. This is actually really pretty, but it is a huge glitter bomb, so I'm going to pass this along because I never wear it. This is another thing that I never wear. This is from Temp 2. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and it is a liquid highlight in Pink Pearl. I'm going to pass this along as well. Something that I haven't worn in ages. This is from Urban Decay, and it is the cream highlighter in the shade Moonshine. I'm not sure exactly what the name of this is. This is really, really pretty, and while I have not reached for it in a while, I think I could get a lot of use out of this in the summertime, so I'm going to hold on to it and see if I use it more then, and if not, then I will pass it along then. This next thing is a little sample of the Benefit Watts Up highlighter. It's really pretty. I've only given it a try a handful of times, so I'm going to hold on to that and try it out some more before I discard it. Okay, so we're doing good. Kept 3 and gotten rid of 3. That's a good ratio. So now we'll move into bronzers. I like bronzer, but I like my bronzer to be pretty subtle, so anything that's super, super dark is generally not my cup of tea. You will notice a lot of these bronzers are very similar in tone. I prefer matte bronzers, and I prefer them to be on the light side. Like this one. This is the e.l.f. Baked Bronzer. This is in the shade St. Lucia. I really, really like this. I think this is a great bronzer for pale skin tones like myself, so I'm going to hold on to that. This is one of the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzing Powders. I'm not sure e.l.f. even makes these anymore. I've had these for quite a while. This particular one is in Sunkissed. It's got a lot of shimmer in it. It's very pretty, but it's sort of orange toned, so I'm going to pass that on to someone else who might find a better use for that. This one I am going to keep, however. This is the Healthy Glow Bronzing Powder in the shade Warm Tan. It's a smidge darker, darker than I generally prefer, but I do like this one, so I'm going to hold on to it. I just recently picked this up. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade Sunshine. This has quite a bit of shimmer in it, but I did just purchase it, and it's a nice lighter shade. I think this would be good for just like on the cheeks in the summertime, so I'm going to hold on to this. As well as this. This is the Sunless Body Art in medium. This is from Coastal Scents, I believe. I got this in one of those Coastal Scents mystery boxes. And this is another one that's very similar to that. It's got a lot of shimmer in it, but I'm going to hold on to that one as well because I think it'll be really nice on the cheeks. The NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. No doubt about it. I'm definitely holding on to this. I love this. I think it's a perfect tone for my pale skin. I've hit pan. I've used it a ton. No way am I letting go of that. Similarly, I'm not letting go of this baby either. This is the NYC Color Wheel. This is the Mosaic Face Powder in what? All Over Bronze Glow. I think this is really natural on my pale skin, so I'm definitely keeping that as well. One that I'm going to let go of is the Happy Booster bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is in light bronzer. The bronzer itself is okay, but it's got this heart full of gold shimmery stuff in it that I never use. And it's got quite a bit of shimmer in this bronzer as well, so I'm going to pass on that. This is the e.l.f. Cool Bronzer. This is what I use when I want a really dramatic contour. The cooler tones are really pretty on my skin. It's very dark and can be very muddy if I'm not careful, but with a light hand it's really pretty, so I'm going to hold on to that. This is another one that I absolutely love, the Revlon Photo Ready Bronzed and Chic Bronzer. I believe this is discontinued now, but it's got some really beautiful tones in there that are nice for contouring, so I'm going to hold on to that. Suddenly I'm finding myself with a lot more keeps than discards, but oh well, you know. This is the e.l.f. Warm Bronzer. This is one that I don't use very often, but it's another one that I think I'm going to hold on to just because in the past I've used it and really enjoyed it. So I'm going to see if I use it come summertime, and if not, then I'll pass it along then. So that's all the bronzers. I kept most of those. Oops. Moving into highlighters, I just recently got this one. This is from Julep, and it is their highlighting powder in Champagne. It's very pretty, and I did just get it, so I'm going to hold on to it, but if I don't find myself reaching for it in the next 6 months or so, I'm going to pass it on to someone who can get more use out of it. This is my all-time favorite highlighter. No way am I getting rid of this. This is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic. It's beautiful, perfect, gorgeous, and definitely holding on to that. This one, though, this is the e.l.f. Baked highlighter. And this is in Blush Gems. I just really don't like this. I find it very kind of chalky. It's not incredibly pigmented. It's just not something that I reach for because it's got a lot of shimmer in it, and I just prefer the Pinktastic, so I'm going to pass on this one. This Vintage by Jessica Liebskind or whatever, I got this in an Ipsy bag. It's very pink toned. I've never ever used it. That's what it looks like there. It's pretty. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping things in frame today, but I haven't used it, and I know I just got it, but I don't think that this is something I'm going to reach for, so I'm going to pass this along to someone else. I'm also going to pass this along. This is one of the e.l.f. Bronzing powders. I don't remember what they're called. The writing on this one's wiped off. What is it called? The Healthy Glow Bronzing Powder. This is in Luminance. It's their highlighting shade, and I never use this, so I'm going to pass this along as well. Likewise with this one, this is the e.l.f. Blush in Gotta Glow. It's very white. I don't find that it really looks all that natural on my skin tone, and I never ever reach for it, so I'm going to pass that one along as well. You guys can see I'm pretty faithful to my Pinktastic here. These e.l.f. Mineral Pearls, these are in the color Natural. I just recently got these, and I'm still kind of trying to work out how best to wear them, so for now I'm going to hold on to these. I'm not totally in love with them yet, but like I said, I'm still trying them out, so I don't want to get rid of these before I give them a fair try, because I did pay for them, so I'm going to hold on to those as well. And lastly, I have another one of the All Over Color Sticks in Golden Peach. This is brand new. I don't know why it's even in here, it's in the wrong place, but I'm going to pass this along to someone because I already had this shade, and I do really enjoy it as sort of a cream blush, so I'm going to pass this along to someone who can find that they equally enjoy it. So that's it. I'm going to put everything back in my drawer and show you what I've kept and what I've discarded. So there you can see everything I'm keeping. This drawer is looking pretty empty, but I think that I have plenty of products in here. How many bronzers and highlighters does one girl need, really? I'm very happy that I managed to pare things down, so I'm going to show you what I'm getting rid of. And that's everything I'm getting rid of. I got rid of quite a few things that I'm just not using and not showing enough love, and I think that my cousin or my niece would really appreciate these items, so I'm very happy to be passing them along and getting them out of my drawer to make room for not necessarily a bunch of new things, but you know, if I decide that I want to try out a new blush or a new bronzer or highlighter, then I won't feel quite as guilty bringing a new one home with me. So that's really what this is all about, getting rid of the things I'm not using and loving and really embracing the things that I do. So give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying this series. Let me know what makeup products that you would like to see next. Got a ton of lipsticks. I'm really kind of dreading doing the lipsticks because I know that that's going to be very sad, but definitely needed. I've also got a ton of eyeshadow bases, so let me know what you want to see next, lipsticks or eyeshadow bases. Leave me a comment down below. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye everyone.